Most people lose their day before it begins. They wake up already distracted. Their mind rushes forward into worries, messages, noise, and pressure. The Stoics believed this was a mistake. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the quality of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts, and thoughts are shaped first thing in the morning. The morning is not just a time. It is a training ground. What you do in the first hour silently programs your mind for the rest of the day. This series reveals the Stoic morning discipline that rewires your thinking, strengthens your will, and prepares you to face life with calm authority. This is not motivation. This is mental engineering. Chapter 1: Win the morning before the world claims you. The morning is the most important psychological moment of the day. Before demands appear, before opinions enter, before chaos begins, your mind is open and unguarded. The Stoics understood this. Marcus Aurelius began his mornings by reminding himself what kind of people he would face, what challenges would arise, and how he would respond. He prepared his mind before the world could disturb it. Most people do the opposite. They wake up and immediately consume. They check messages. They scroll news. They absorb other people's fears and priorities. Without realizing it, they hand control of their mind to the outside world. Stoicism teaches that whoever controls your attention controls your life. Winning the morning means reclaiming ownership of your mind. It means deciding your inner state before external forces attempt to shape it. Epictetus taught that the first task of philosophy is to separate what is within your control from what is not. The morning is where this separation begins. When you wake up, your mind searches for direction. If you do not give it one, it will follow habit. Habit usually leads to distraction. Distraction leads to weakness. Stoic discipline interrupts this cycle. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I have to go to work as a human being.'" He did not romanticize comfort. He framed waking up as duty. Duty strengthens identity. Identity shapes behavior. The Stoic morning begins with intention, not emotion. You do not ask how you feel, you decide how you will act. This creates stability. Feelings change. Principles endure. Silence is essential in the morning. Noise weakens awareness. Seneca warned that constant stimulation scatters the mind. A quiet morning allows thoughts to settle. In that stillness, clarity forms. The first discipline is restraint. Do not reach for your phone. Do not rush. Sit with your breath. Feel your body awaken. This pause builds control. Control builds confidence. Breathing calmly reminds the nervous system that there is no emergency. Many people live in constant urgency. Stoicism dissolves false urgency. Calm breathing sets the tone for reasoned action. The Stoics believed that each day is a complete life. How you begin it determines how you live it. A scattered morning produces a scattered day. A disciplined morning produces strength. Reflection follows silence. Ask yourself simple questions. What is within my control today? What is not? What kind of person will I choose to be? Marcus Aurelius used reflection to sharpen character. This is not positive thinking. It is realistic preparation. He reminded himself that people would be difficult. Events would be unpredictable. His power lay in response. Winning the morning also means physical discipline. Move your body, not for appearance, but for readiness. Stoics believe the body and mind are linked. A neglected body weakens resolve. Cold, discomfort, and effort early in the day strengthen resilience. When you face controlled difficulty in the morning, uncontrolled difficulty later feels lighter. The Stoic morning rejects excess. No indulgence, no overstimulation. Simplicity creates clarity. Clarity creates power. Many people chase motivation. Stoics trained discipline. Motivation fades. Discipline remains. Morning discipline builds identity through repetition. When you honor your morning routine, you keep promises to yourself. Each kept promise increases self-respect. Seneca believed self-respect was the foundation of peace. The mind becomes sharper. Decisions become easier. You stop reacting and start choosing. This is how the top 1% think. Not because they are special, but because they are disciplined. The morning is not about productivity. It is about alignment. Aligning thought, body, and values before distraction enters. When you win the morning, the rest of the day becomes manageable. Problems shrink. Pressure loses power. You move with purpose. This chapter teaches a fundamental Stoic truth. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. The morning habit decides everything. And when you master the morning, you quietly begin to master your life. Chapter 2. Remove mental noise before it becomes your voice. The greatest enemy of a strong mind is not failure. It is noise. Noise fills the mind before wisdom has a chance to speak. The Stoics understood that most suffering begins not from events, but from uncontrolled thoughts. If the morning discipline shapes your direction, removing mental noise protects it. Mental noise appears quietly. It comes as overthinking, worry, comparison, and imagined outcomes. It feels productive, but it is not. Marcus Aurelius warned that the mind becomes a battlefield when it is not governed. A noisy mind cannot act with clarity. It only reacts. When you wake up, thoughts rush in automatically. Past mistakes, future fears, unfinished tasks, and other people's opinions all compete for attention. Stoicism teaches that attention is currency. Spend it carelessly and you become mentally poor. The Stoic discipline is not to stop thoughts, but to filter them. Epictetus said that impressions arrive uninvited, but judgment is optional. This means you do not need to obey every thought simply because it appears. Most people confuse thinking with control. They believe more thinking leads to better outcomes. In reality, excessive thinking creates paralysis. Action requires clarity, not volume. The first step in removing mental noise is awareness. Notice the quality of your thoughts. Are they useful? Are they actionable? Or are they repetitive and draining? Seneca believed that repeating useless thoughts was a form of self-torture. Overthinking often disguises itself as preparation. The mind pretends it is helping, but it is actually avoiding action. Stoicism exposes this trick. If a thought does not lead to virtuous action, it is unnecessary. Morning reflection helps identify noise early. Write down what concerns you. Seeing thoughts on paper weakens their grip. What feels overwhelming in the mind often looks manageable when written. The Stoics practiced mental minimalism. They believed the mind should be uncluttered, like a clean room. Too much mental furniture restricts movement. Clear space allows reason to operate freely. Another major source of noise is comparison. The mind looks outward and measures itself against others. Marcus Aurelius warned against this habit. Comparison creates envy, resentment, and false urgency. Your path is not improved by watching someone else's. Stoicism teaches self-focus, not self-obsession. Focus on your actions, not others' outcomes. Noise also comes from imagined futures. The mind jumps ahead and creates problems that do not yet exist. Seneca wrote that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Anticipated pain drains present strength. The Stoic solution is anchoring in the present moment. Ask yourself one question. What is required of me right now? Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now. This question collapses noise. It narrows attention. It restores control. Media consumption multiplies mental noise. News, social platforms, and opinions flood the mind with conflict and urgency. The Stoics avoided unnecessary information. They protected mental clarity like a valuable asset. Silence is a weapon against noise. Even a few minutes of silence resets the nervous system. Silence allows thoughts to pass without engagement. You do not need to respond to every thought. Some thoughts disappear when ignored. Engaging them gives them strength. Stoicism teaches selective attention. Emotional noise is another danger. Fear speaks loudly. Anger demands action. Stoics trained themselves to pause before responding emotionally. Marcus Aurelius wrote that you must leave room for reason. This pause is power. It separates stimulus from response. In that space, you choose who you are. Mental noise also comes from unresolved guilt and regret. The mind replays past events endlessly. Stoicism accepts the past as fixed. You learn from it, but you do not live inside it. Epictetus taught that carrying the past is like dragging a corpse. It slows you down and poisons the present. Let learning remain. Let regret go. Physical habits affect mental noise. Lack of sleep, poor nutrition, and inactivity amplify overthinking. The Stoics respected the body as a tool for virtue. When the body is calm, the mind follows. When the body is neglected, the mind becomes restless. Removing noise is not suppression. It is discipline. You allow necessary thoughts. You reject useless ones. This discipline improves decision-making. Fewer thoughts means stronger focus. Strong focus leads to decisive action. A quiet mind notices opportunity. A noisy mind misses it. Calm awareness sees what panic overlooks. As mental noise fades, confidence grows. You trust yourself more. You stop seeking constant reassurance. Self-trust is built through clarity. The Stoics believed peace comes from order. Order in thoughts. Order in actions. Order in values. Mental noise is disorder. Removing it restores alignment. This chapter teaches a crucial Stoic lesson. You cannot think your way to peace. You must discipline your thinking. When the mind becomes quiet, intuition sharpens. You sense the right action without force. This is how the top 1% operate. They are not smarter, they are clearer. And when you remove mental noise, your inner voice finally becomes strong enough to guide you. Chapter 3. Train your mind to focus on what matters. When the mind is noisy, focus becomes rare. Most people drift, reacting to everything around them. The top minds, the Stoics taught, do not chase every distraction. They train themselves to notice what is important and let everything else fade. Focus is not natural, it is cultivated. It is like a muscle that grows stronger with use. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that the world is full of distractions. People, news, desires, and fears all compete for attention. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. The Stoic mind chooses carefully where to place attention. Focus begins with purpose. Ask yourself, what truly matters today? Not what is urgent, not what is tempting, but what aligns with your values and long-term goals. Seneca warned that a life without purpose is a life scattered. Energy leaks through unfocused thoughts, wasted words, and empty habits. The first step is awareness. Notice where your attention drifts. How often does the mind chase gossip, worry, or meaningless tasks? Awareness is not judgment, it is recognition. You cannot control what you do not notice. Next is choice. Once you see distraction, choose differently. The Stoics taught that each moment is an opportunity to act virtuously. Each choice to focus is a small victory over chaos. Even if the world screams for your attention, you remain steady. Limiting input strengthens focus. The top minds avoid mental clutter. Social media, endless notifications, and idle news feed your attention with noise. Marcus Aurelius wrote that people are disturbed not by events, but by opinions about them. If you reduce unnecessary input, opinions cannot disturb you. The body supports focus. Physical exercise, proper sleep, and mindful breathing prepare the mind. The Stoics respected the body as a vehicle for reason. A tired or restless body produces a restless mind. Simple habits create a stable foundation. Distractions often appear as desires. The mind wants entertainment, novelty, or approval. Stoicism teaches moderation. Desires should not dominate attention. Epictetus said, "We are disturbed not by things, but by our view of things." If you see desires clearly, you are not enslaved by them. Focus also requires patience. Attention cannot be forced. The mind wanders. Return it gently. Each time you redirect attention, you strengthen discipline. This is the exercise of the inner muscle. A focused mind notices details others miss. Opportunities, solutions, and patterns appear. Noise hides these. Silence and concentration reveal them. The top thinkers use what they see because they are not distracted by everything else. Prioritization is essential. Not all tasks are equal. The Stoics recommended acting on what is meaningful. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do every act of your life as though it were the last." This does not mean rushing. It means investing attention where it matters most. Reflection sharpens focus. Spend time reviewing what worked and what did not. Adjust. This process trains the mind to discern between valuable and trivial. Without reflection, the mind repeats mistakes and wastes effort. Focus must also withstand emotions. Fear, anger, and desire pull attention away. Stoics train the mind to acknowledge emotion but not obey it. You can feel without losing your aim. Emotions become data, not orders. The environment influences attention. Surround yourself with reminders of purpose, not distractions. Read books, meditate, and spend time with calm minds. Just as a calm sea allows a ship to sail, a calm environment allows the mind to focus. Daily routines reinforce discipline. The Stoics practice structured habits. Start the day with reflection, identify priorities, end the day with review. Habits reduce the mind's burden of constant decision-making. Predictable structure frees mental energy for what truly matters. Focus is strengthened by small wins. Each completed task reinforces confidence. Momentum builds. In chaos, taking even one purposeful action steadies the mind. Small victories create internal authority over distraction. Training attention is lifelong. The mind resists. Laziness, habit, and temptation pull away from focus. Stoicism is a constant practice of returning to what matters. There is no final mastery, only consistent effort. Accountability helps. Sharing intentions with trustworthy mentors or peers reinforces commitment. Marcus Aurelius valued the guidance of those wiser than him. External reminders strengthen internal discipline. Focus amplifies all other virtues. Calm, courage, patience, and wisdom all grow when attention is trained. If the mind flits between worries, fear dominates. If the mind focuses, clarity governs. Discipline of attention allows time for creativity. Once the mind is clear, it sees connections others overlook. Insight arrives when noise is silenced, not when the mind chases every thought. The Stoics called this reason in harmony with nature. Technology in modern life test focus. Alerts, apps, and information compete endlessly. The Stoics would advise constant vigilance. Use tools intentionally. Ignore what does not serve your growth. Focus also means knowing what to ignore. Some people, situations, and ideas are distractions by design. Choosing to ignore them is not arrogance, it is survival. Energy must go to what cultivates virtue. A focused mind enjoys depth. Reading, learning, and practicing virtue becomes richer. Superficial attention creates breadth, but no substance. Depth produces mastery, clarity, and confidence. Every day is an opportunity to train focus. Like a muscle, it strengthens with use and atrophies with neglect. Small, consistent practice produces profound change over time. Consistency matters more than intensity. Stoicism teaches that the mind is a garden. Focus is the water and sunlight. Noise is the weeds. Remove them daily, or they will overtake the soil. Your inner landscape must be tended deliberately. Ultimately, focus produces freedom. Freedom from panic, distraction, and wasted effort. Freedom to act with intention. Freedom to respond with virtue. A mind that controls attention controls life. This chapter teaches a simple Stoic principle. You cannot control everything, but you can control your attention. Where your attention goes, energy flows. Choose wisely. When you train your mind to focus on what matters, distractions shrink. Fear, doubt, and noise lose power. You act from strength, clarity, and purpose. This is the discipline of the Stoics. This is the path of the unbothered mind. Chapter 4. Master your morning to master your mind. The way you start the day sets the tone for everything that follows. Most people wake up hurried, distracted, and reactive. They check phones, chase tasks, and surrender to the world before they have claimed their own mind. Stoicism teaches a different approach. Master the morning, and you master your mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. The morning is a blank canvas. How you paint it determines your focus, your calm, and your actions. Start with stillness. Before reaching for your phone, pause. Breathe deeply. Notice your body, your surroundings, and your breath." Epictetus taught that self-mastery begins with small things. A few minutes of calm before chaos builds a foundation of clarity that lasts all day. The mind is like water. When still, it reflects. When agitated, it distorts. Morning stillness gives reflection its chance. Plan your day consciously. Write down your priorities. Identify what must be done, what can wait, and what aligns with your values. Seneca warned that a life without order becomes a life of reactive chaos. By structuring the morning, you take control of attention, energy, and intention. Without this step, the day controls you. With it, you control the day. Exercise is not optional. Movement awakens the body and sharpens the mind. The Stoics respected the body as a vessel for reason. Whether walking, stretching, or training, engage in motion that strengthens both body and discipline. A mind trapped in a lethargic body is vulnerable to distraction, emotion, and panic. Energy cultivated in the morning supports calm thinking all day. Feed the mind deliberately. Read something meaningful. Reflect on a quote. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Begin each day as if it were your last." Use the morning to ground yourself in wisdom, virtue, and perspective. Knowledge absorbed in calm focus plants seeds that grow under pressure. Avoid mindless scrolling or endless news. Such input steals attention and fuels anxiety. The morning is also a time for intention. Decide how you will respond to challenges, interruptions, and frustrations. Epictetus reminded us that we cannot control events, but we can control reactions. Before stepping into the world, set your inner compass. This is preparation. This is armor. This is mental discipline in action. Silence and meditation deepen the morning effect. Even 10 minutes of mindful breathing or reflection strengthens focus. Thoughts will arise, as they always do, but notice them without judgment. Let them pass. Observe yourself choosing what deserves attention. Each morning, this practice rewires the mind toward clarity. Control over the morning reduces anxiety. Most people spend the first hours reacting to emails, messages, and demands. The Stoic mind acts from principle, not pressure. Marcus Aurelius noted, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Your mind is yours first thing in the morning. Guard it, nourish it, direct it. Temperance in morning habits is essential. Avoid overindulgence in caffeine, sugar, or digital stimulation. Excess disrupts focus, fuels impatience, and weakens resilience. Begin modestly, deliberately, intentionally. The body and mind synchronize through disciplined, measured routines. Gratitude is a morning weapon against negativity. A simple reflection on life's blessings, breath, health, loved ones, opportunity reshapes the mind. Seneca wrote that appreciation for small things expands joy and diminishes complaint. Gratitude is an early armor against stress, envy, and frustration. Visualize your day with purpose. Imagine challenges approaching and yourself meeting them calmly, patiently, and virtuously. Mental rehearsal trains the nervous system to stay steady under pressure. The Stoics practice this daily, turning imagination into preparedness, fear into control, and uncertainty into reasoned response. Focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking in the morning scatters attention. The Stoics valued depth over breadth. Completing the first task well builds confidence and momentum. Each small win strengthens discipline. The mind learns that effort concentrated yields mastery, not exhaustion. Morning discipline also protects emotional energy. Most conflicts and stressors begin in reaction to trivial triggers. By starting the day grounded, calm, and intentional, you buffer against unnecessary emotional storms. Emotions are acknowledged but do not command. Calm grows naturally from this habit. Hydration and nourishment support cognition. A simple, healthy breakfast fuels sustained energy. The Stoics treated the body as a temple for reason. Hunger, dehydration, and fatigue weaken the mind. Morning rituals that respect the body sustain attention, patience, and clear thinking. Avoid unnecessary obligations early. Reserve the morning for yourself first. The world is eager to claim attention. By prioritizing your inner work, you build reserves of energy, clarity, and virtue that carry you through unexpected chaos. Stoicism teaches that self-possession is the first act of freedom. A consistent wake-up time strengthens mental resilience. Biological rhythm aligns energy, focus, and discipline. Marcus Aurelius himself maintains steady routines. Repetition reinforces habit. Habit reduces reliance on willpower alone. Over time, self-mastery becomes automatic, almost effortless. Morning mastery teaches delayed gratification. The Stoic mind does not chase immediate pleasure or avoidance of discomfort. Discipline, reflection, and purpose in the early hours cultivate a long-term horizon. Choices made calmly in the morning echo through the day, reducing stress, mistakes, and wasted effort. Mindful morning reflection reshapes perception. Challenges are seen as opportunities to practice virtue. Frustrations become exercises in patience. Interruptions are tests of composure. By starting with awareness, focus, and calm, the mind is conditioned to meet life's difficulties with reason, not panic. Finally, the morning teaches ownership. Your day belongs to you first. Everything else demands, distractions, crises come second. Claim the first hours, and you claim the rest of the day. Start calm, focused, and intentional, and the storms of life lose their power. The disciplined morning is the foundation of a life unbothered, deliberate, and strong. Chapter 5. Embrace challenges to strengthen your character. Life is full of trials. Challenges appear when you least expect them. Most people see difficulty as a curse, an obstacle, or a sign of misfortune. Stoicism teaches that challenges are not enemies, they are teachers. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every obstacle is an opportunity to strengthen the mind, sharpen virtue, and grow in resilience. The moment you see a challenge as a chance to train your character, fear loses power and calm emerges. The first step is to change your perception. Do not label events as purely bad. Every difficulty has a lesson, a hidden benefit, or a path for improvement. Seneca reminded us that difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Mental toughness grows only when you face resistance. Soft minds cannot endure hardship. They crumble under pressure. Hard minds see challenge as fuel for growth. Prepare yourself mentally before the day begins. Visualize potential obstacles. Imagine interruptions, setbacks, or misunderstandings. Rehearse calm, reasoned responses. Epictetus taught that anticipating difficulty equips the mind with readiness. When challenges arrive, you respond with discipline rather than panic. The mind trained in advance is free from surprise, even under pressure. Patience is essential when meeting challenges. Most failures come not from inability, but from rushing, frustration, and impatience. Marcus Aurelius advised, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it?" A calm, patient approach allows you to act rationally. Impulse weakens character. Patience strengthens it. Embrace discomfort as a teacher. Physical, emotional, and mental discomfort reveal weaknesses to address and strengths to develop. Cold, hunger, fatigue, criticism, or isolation are not punishments. They are mirrors showing where growth is needed. The Stoics trained themselves to endure voluntary discomfort to prepare for life's unpredictability. By embracing difficulty, you build resilience before it is demanded by circumstance. Challenges test honesty. It is easy to bend truth under pressure, but virtue is proven in adversity. Seneca warned, "The bravest sight in the world is to see a good man struggling against adversity with courage." Honesty under fire fortifies the mind. Lies, excuses, and shortcuts weaken the soul, even if they provide temporary relief. Calm arises from knowing your actions align with principle, regardless of the outcome. Courage is revealed in challenge. Not loud or boastful, courage is quiet endurance, persistence, and commitment to virtue. Facing what frightens you, speaking truth when it is hard, acting rightly when it is inconvenient, this is courage. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly reminded himself that fear cannot command reason. Courage replaces fear with clarity and calm. Challenges also cultivate humility. Recognize what you can control and what you cannot. The Stoics distinguished between effort and outcome. Effort is yours. Results are not guaranteed. Humility frees you from frustration and resentment. Epictetus wrote, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Accept limits without surrendering effort." Reflection after challenge is vital. After each test, review your actions. What was done well? What can be improved? Self-examination is the Stoic path to wisdom. Marcus Aurelius constantly wrote reflections to himself, learning from daily struggles. Review transforms experience into education and trials into mastery. Discipline grows through repetition. Every challenge is an opportunity to reinforce focus, patience, and virtue. Success is not measured by comfort, but by persistence and character under pressure. The more consistently you meet difficulty with reason, calm, and integrity, the stronger the mind becomes. Resilience is not passive endurance, it is active engagement. Meet challenges head-on. Seek solutions, practice restraint, and act with reason. Avoid denial or avoidance. Stoicism teaches that the obstacle is part of the journey. By engaging it fully, you turn difficulty into growth. Empathy strengthens through challenge. When you endure struggle, you understand the struggles of others. Compassion grows naturally when you recognize universal difficulty. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that all humans act from their own reasoning and fear. Compassion does not weaken you. It fortifies dignity and calm. Challenges refine priorities. Pressure clarifies what is essential and what is trivial. The Stoics valued discernment and action. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Challenge exposes superficiality and magnifies what truly matters: virtue, focus, relationships, and purposeful action. Adaptability is born in challenge. Circumstances shift unpredictably. A flexible mind responds, adjusts, and thrives. Rigid thinking collapses under strain. Stoicism trains the mind to bend without breaking. Each problem is an exercise in adaptability, teaching calm decision-making under pressure. Gratitude amplifies learning from challenges. Even when difficulty is severe, recognizing lessons, personal growth, and endurance nurtures the mind. Gratitude transforms suffering from punishment into opportunity. Seneca reminded us that life is a classroom. Adversity is part of the curriculum. Moderation preserves strength under pressure. Facing challenges is demanding. Overexertion depletes focus and patience. Temperance ensures energy and clarity remain. Marcus Aurelius balanced effort with rest, action with reflection, intensity with calm. Through moderation, challenges are met with consistency, not collapse. Mindset is everything. A challenge is only as frightening as you perceive it. Reframe obstacles as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and difficulty as preparation. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The mind trained to see opportunity in adversity remains unshaken. Celebrate small victories. Each challenge contains micro-successes, patience maintained, virtue upheld, fear controlled. Acknowledge these moments. They build confidence and reinforce calm. Stoicism values progress, not perfection, as the measure of strength. Challenges strengthen identity. Crisis can dissolve a sense of self, but each virtuous response fortifies who you are. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that a good character is independent of circumstance. The mind becomes anchored in principle rather than circumstance, enabling calm regardless of external events. Finally, practice gratitude for the process. Growth requires difficulty. Each challenge faced with courage, patience, and virtue strengthens the mind and sharpens character. Life is not merely to survive, but to practice excellence. Stoicism teaches that calm, reasoned action amid adversity defines a life well lived. By embracing challenges as training grounds for character, you transform hardship into strength, fear into clarity, and difficulty into opportunity. Calm arises not from the absence of trials, but from mastery of self within them. Each day presents obstacles, each moment a choice. When met with reason, patience, and virtue, challenges no longer dominate, they refine. Chapter 6. Master your mornings to master your mind. The start of the day sets the tone for everything that follows. A chaotic morning leads to a chaotic mind. A deliberate morning, structured with purpose and clarity, creates calm, focus, and resilience. Stoicism teaches that discipline begins with small, consistent actions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Each morning is a chance to prepare your mind for the day's trials, to fortify your reason, and to align your actions with virtue. The first step is waking with intention. Do not allow the mind to drift immediately into distractions. Phone notifications, urgent messages, or random thoughts steal your calm before the day begins. Epictetus taught that external events cannot disturb you without your consent. Begin by creating a morning boundary, a space where clarity is nurtured and distractions are deferred. This is the foundation of control. Next, center the mind through reflection. Before engaging with the world, pause to set your intentions. Marcus Aurelius reflected on his duties each morning, reminding himself that he must act with justice, patience, and wisdom. Ask yourself, what is within my control today? How will I respond to challenges? How will I practice virtue? This mental rehearsal primes the mind, reinforcing focus and calm. Movement strengthens both body and mind. Physical exercise, even mild, awakens energy and sharpens concentration. Stoics valued the connection between body and reason. A disciplined body supports a disciplined mind. Stretch, walk, or engage in focused exercise, and do so mindfully with attention to breath and posture. The body's rhythm teaches the mind steadiness. Breath is the forgotten anchor of the morning. Deep, controlled breathing signals the nervous system that all is well. Epictetus reminded us that small disciplines, practiced consistently, cultivate mastery. Begin each day with a series of slow, deliberate breaths, aligning attention to the present moment. Calm arises first in the body before it manifests in thought. Mental clarity is further enhanced through journaling or reflection. Write down key priorities, anticipated challenges, and your intended responses. Marcus Aurelius maintained daily notes to sharpen self-awareness and practice reason. Journaling externalizes thought, revealing patterns, uncovering hidden anxieties, and creating a roadmap for deliberate action. Written reflection clears mental clutter and reinforces purpose. The morning is also a time for gratitude. Recognize the privilege of life, health, relationships, and opportunity. Gratitude does not eliminate hardship, but it balances perspective. Seneca wrote, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for things beyond his power, but appreciates what is within it. Begin the day acknowledging abundance rather than deficit, and calm grows naturally." Discipline in consumption is vital. Avoid starting the day with social media, news, or gossip. These inputs fragment attention and fuel anxiety. The Stoics practiced moderation in all things. Protect the first hour of the day for clarity, reflection, and preparation. The mind, like soil, must be cultivated carefully. Early contamination hinders growth. Prepare for challenges proactively. Anticipate interruptions, demands, and unexpected difficulties. Rehearse calm responses, focusing on reason and virtue rather than impulse. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that the world will act unpredictably. His strength lies in his reasoned responses. A mind rehearsed in advance acts with steadiness rather than panic. Simplicity is a pillar of morning mastery. Routine minimizes decision fatigue. Decide in advance how to start the day, what to eat, when to move, what to focus on first. Eliminate trivial choices early, reserving mental energy for the decisions that truly matter. Seneca emphasized that it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Start intentionally to reclaim control. Silence in the morning fosters focus. Before conversation, before work, before interaction, spend quiet time in thought or meditation. Silence does not isolate, it strengthens. It allows attention to settle, intention to form, and emotions to regulate. A calm mind in the morning propagates calm throughout the day. The mind also benefits from mental training. Visualize challenges you may encounter and imagine responding with virtue and reason. Epictetus taught that internal rehearsal creates readiness. Anxiety diminishes when the mind knows in advance how to act. Mental preparation is an unseen armor against the chaos of daily life. Self-discipline compounds over time. Consistency in morning rituals builds strength that carries through weeks, months, and years. Marcus Aurelius wrote that virtue is a habit forged daily. A mind trained every morning in reason, reflection, and focus becomes unshakable. Small, repeated acts accumulate into profound mastery. The morning is also a time to affirm your values. Review your intentions to act with honesty, courage, patience, and compassion. Stoicism emphasizes alignment between internal principles and external actions. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to act with dignity regardless of circumstance. Morning affirmation anchors behavior and preserves calm under pressure. Nutrition supports clarity. Begin the day with mindful, moderate eating. Overindulgence clouds thought. Starvation weakens resolve. Temperance in the morning provides a stable foundation for decision-making. The Stoics saw balance in all things as a path to freedom from unnecessary suffering. Fuel the body wisely, and the mind will follow. Engage in purposeful work early. Begin with tasks that matter, those aligned with your goals and values. Momentum builds when you act first on what is meaningful. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that idle distraction weakens purpose. A deliberate start cultivates productivity without frenzy. Each small victory in the morning reinforces competence and calm. Finally, carry the morning's calm into the world. Let early discipline and reflection guide interactions, decisions, and responses. The serenity cultivated before breakfast spreads outward. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we are all teachers by example. One mind anchored in virtue and clarity steadies many. This is the Stoic Tide. If this chapter strengthened your mornings and your mind, like to support Stoic discipline, share with someone seeking focus and calm. Subscribe for daily Stoic wisdom, morning mastery, and mental resilience.